All right, what's going on, guys? Back at it with another video. We're gonna do the first NFL Week 14 first look. So I have four props written down. We're just gonna go over them. I'm going to create a two-leg parlay on Prize Picks. And like I keep saying, so we'll go over the four, but I'm gonna choose two that I think is gonna be the best in my opinion. But you can bet them on the sports books, Prize Picks, Underdog, Sleeper, ParlayPlay, whatever you play on. You can do that as well. Um, Before we jump into that, I just want to show you guys Stochastic's Pick'em Pro tool. So you can choose the over under. So if you want unders, you can go here. You look at the win percentage, what Stochastic has them projected. You just scroll down. They do this for NBA, NHL as well. So the one thing that I find cool, so Underdog NBA, Underdog has a lot more props, and there are some players that maybe aren't available on Prize Picks. So yeah, of course, nothing's available because all games are done with. But yeah, definitely worth it. I'll put the link in the description below. You guys can, if anyone's interested and they want to sign up for it themselves, definitely worth the investment. So I would give it a shot. At least like try it for like a week or so, and then if you don't like it, oh well. So let's just jump right into it. Let me pull it up. So the first prop we're gonna look at, we're gonna go with, I don't know how you guys are gonna feel about this, but we're gonna go Jake Browning over 231 and a half pass yards. The Colts secondary is ranked 27th in the league. They average 28 points given up on the road. Obviously, the Bengals are favorites. They are 2 point home favorites with a over under total of 44. So this should be a high scoring game. The Bengals defense isn't that great either. So, and I did see something that Minshew on the road is like 5-1, something kind of crazy. But I mean, this should be a good competitive game. I'm not saying Browning is going to get 354 again, but he's got Jamar Chase, who against the Jaguars had like 150 receiving yards, something like that. So he balled out. The one thing that I think kind of benefits Browning as well is he's got Joe Mixon in the backfield who can catch the ball as well. So, hopefully we get a couple lucky breaks where, they run a screenplay and he runs like 70 yards to the house or something. So, yeah, the first bet is going to be Jake Browning over 231 and a half pass yards. And so we're going to move on. The next one is going to be, I don't know how you guys are going to feel about this, but this is kind of, if you've watched any of our NFL videos before, the Bears are my team. So we're going to go with this prop here and take the over here, 260 and a half pass and rush yards. If you've watched any Bears game when they play Detroit, Fields always runs the ball. Um, in the game this season, the first game between these two teams, Fields had 169 passing yards and 104 rush yards, which equals 273. The Lions secondary ranks 23rd in the NFL. Um, if you watch the Lions game last week, they were up 21-0 to the Saints, and the Saints went marching a little bit. So the defense, the secondary, not the greatest. I'm just hoping that this is actually a game where Fields throws the ball deep. He's got DJ Moore, who is awesome when Fields actually plays. Um, so I also went back and I looked. So Stochastic has him projected for 61. Um, 61 rushing yards and 171 pass yards. If you want to trust the data and take the under, go for it. I'm taking the over here. But I went back and I checked his game logs, like career versus the Lions. So November 13th of 2022, he had 149 rushing yards. And New Year's Day 2022, he had 132 rushing yards. And then obviously, like I just said, he had 104 rush yards in the one meeting they had this season. I'm not saying I expect him to run for over 100 yards, but he's got that upside where he can rush. So I'm hoping that he gets around that area and throws the ball to DJ Moore, Mooney. Komet had a good game against the Vikings. So I kind of expect that from Fields considering his track record against the Lions. So that's going to be prop bet number 2. So the next one we're going to look at, and I kind of don't like this because it's a Packer. I'm going to go Jaden Reed over 38.5 receiving yards. Stochastic has him projected for 51. Oh, sorry. Backtracking really quick. Bears are 3-point underdogs with an over-under of 43, so should be high-scoring, close game. All right, now onto the third prop. Packers versus the Giants, which I believe is a Monday night game. Yeah. So the Packers are 6.5-point favorites with a over-under total of 37. I don't really like that over-under total, but I mean, the reason why I like the 38.5 receiving yards prop, so Kasich has him projected for 51. Giants secondary ranks 26 in the NFL. They give up 18.2 points per game at home. They're averaging 24.3 all season. And it pains me to say this too, but Jordan Love has actually looked like a good quarterback the last few weeks. So obviously, Christian Watson and Dobbs are 1 and 2, but I do think that Jaden Reed has a good shot. And considering that the Giants really aren't that good, this can be a spot for Reed to step up. Kind of just hope with. I don't watch Packers games, truth be told, and why would I? Because I'm a Bears fan. What I'm hoping for is Love to throw the ball deep to him and have Reed get 3, 4 receptions and clears this. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where you hope he just gets a deep ball and it covers his prop here, or it takes him a few catches to get there as well. But so that's prop number 3. So the last one we're gonna go with is Christian McCaffrey over 114.5 rushing and receiving yards. So Stochastic has him projected for 40 receiving yards and 89.6 rush yards, which equals 129.6. So a little over the average of last 5 games. So the thing that kind of scares me a little bit, I guess, is San Fran is 13-point favorites. The over-under is 46.5. So I kind of like that aspect of it. Seattle's defense gives up an average of 119.3 rush yards and 234 passing yards. In the meeting that they had on November 23rd, which was Thanksgiving, now that I remember it, McCaffrey had 114 rush yards and 25 receiving yards. Wow, it was literally right here. I could have just said, yeah, whatever. Um, the last thing I just wrote down for this prop is he gets involved in the pass game as well. just take the over on this. That's pretty much all I have to say on that. He's gonna get a bunch of touches no matter what. I saw a lot of people giving Brock Purdy crap that he'll throw the ball 5 yards but gets like 50 extra because, he's got Ayuk, McCaffrey, Debo. They can run and create something out of nothing sometimes. But if you're taking props like this, or, Ayuk or um, Debo receiving, that helps you out a lot. So McCaffrey's just been a different animal this year. So I really like hammering this over. So the parlay card we're going to make for the video purposes, we're going to go with McCaffrey, and I got to go with Fields here. So we're going to take more on both of these, $20 locked in. If you don't agree with these and you want to do Browning and Reed, or you want to mix them up, go for it. This is just what I'm rolling with. So um that should just about do it though. Like I said, um tomorrow I'm going to do a second look, maybe find 3 to 4 more props that I like. If you haven't seen the December 9th NBA props video, it's first of all, go watch it to find out what the 2 props that I placed already on Prize Picks are. It's only the in-season tournament final game, so it's one Pacer, one Laker. There's no NBA games on Sunday, so it's just going to be football. So that should just about do it. Just make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.